So it's actually 2:55. I'm coming at you live from my new classroom. I'm a little quiet because it's super echoey, and I just learned like there's vents inside like this closet area, so they can probably hear me in the hallway. But I just wanted to show you around my new classroom and what I have so far. I'm gonna insert a clip of what it looked like before. So as I enter the room, this is what I'm seeing. There's a lot of things left over from the previous teacher, but that's okay. That's an easy cut down. But I love these type of rugs. They're from Lakeshore and they fit big bodies. So love that for us. But hold up, if you're new, welcome. My name is Melanie and I am an 8th year teacher in the state of Pennsylvania and a major city in Pennsylvania. And this year, I'm actually going to be teaching 3rd grade. So for 7 years, I taught 2nd grade, but now I'm at a new school teaching 3rd. So I just want to show you around what I've done so far. This is going to be like day 1, kind of like day half of my setup process, because there's this whole crazy story of me trying to get a U-Haul van to take all of my stuff out of storage because I had so much stuff, because my last school, I thought that was going to be it, my permanent school. It didn't work out that way. I'll leave a link down below of the video of me explaining why I left that last school. So I have a whole bunch of stuff in storage, and so my fiance was able to get some things in his car, the U-Haul van. We packed it up the first day, got to school way too late, so we could not unload it. Had to keep it all day, go back to storage after school, unload it, go to my dad's church because we borrowed some chairs from my bridal shower, use that same van, like I had it for 2 days. And then this morning we tried to get a van and they like changed the reservation from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., which I have to be present in my meeting starting at 8:30, so that wouldn't work. So we just canceled it and took what we could in his car, and that's probably what we're gonna do for the rest of the week. So what we could bring, I'm gonna show you what I've done so far. So this carpet was originally in the back, but I moved it in the front because I like my whole group things in the front of the room. It kind of makes me nervous to do a lot of instruction in the back of the room. I don't know why, just being that far away from the door. But so I moved the carpet up here. I put the chairs by the U table. This is also gonna like be our desk, like that's the teacher's desk. So I'm thinking about putting one of those thingamabobs behind there, because some other teachers are doing it behind the U table, to just kind of have like a station back there. I rearranged the desks so that they are in groups. So I have 5 groups of 4 and then 1 group of 5, but I might remove that table to back here. My library so far, my little nook, I have this carpet that I didn't get to use last year. So I put that back here. And then once I get my books out of storage in my bins, I can line that up. I did end up putting my border, same setup, my border. So these are there's actually 2 giant bulletin boards that, I kind of made a divider. So this is where I'm gonna show work. Maybe hang some anchor charts, but I think I'm gonna take some string and hang the anchor charts like on the windows. But if I do that, you have to be careful with the markers because they will fade. So get like some really good chart markers and laminate them. And I think I'm just gonna hang them there. That way everyone can see it. It's nice and bright over there. And that's pretty much all I did. So that's the stuff that I was able to bring. That's all like the stuff that was like inside of my desk. But some of them were like decorative things decorative. And then here are things that I just like, I don't have hot glue. I brought it home to make some DIYs, so I can't hang those up right now, but the things that I could just use like command strips or whatever, I have that up so far. So yes, sorry if I'm making you dizzy. These are gonna be the cubbies. That's a Five Below rug that's just there. I didn't realize it was gonna be that big. But here's gonna be some cubbies, I guess, where their stuff is gonna go. It just seems so skinny for third graders, but if they made it work before, you know, they didn't replace them yet. So I never use my easel. I always usually get rid of my easel, but I'm just gonna stash it in the back of the room until it's in my way. Then I'll get rid of it. But yeah, that is what I have so far. Definitely let me know down in the comments if you have some suggestions on what I can do with all this space, but without making it too cluttered and junky feeling. Like, I don't want to put stuff there for the sake of putting things there, but I definitely don't want it so empty, because that kind of defeats the homey feeling. Maybe I need to get like bigger, more comfy library furniture. Maybe that'll make it feel better. Or maybe I can get another shelf, or maybe it's just a bigger rug. Maybe I just need a bigger rug. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. Good afternoon. So we are now on day 2 of this setup. I just came back from, it is 12:30. I just came back from a PD at a different school in my region on ELA. So that was helpful, because a lot of us are, or the whole network is starting a new ELA curriculum. So it's kind of cool that we can, like, I'm new, but we're all learning something together. So that feels good. So now I'm about to set up a little more of my classroom here. I don't even know where to begin because we brought a little bit more stuff. I'm looking at it now. We brought some more stuff in with his car, but it's still not a whole lot of things. So let me show you what we were able to bring in. So I have my step ladder, which is good because I want to hang my my little ringer thingy, doorbell ringer thing up there somehow. That step ladder is definitely not tall enough, so maybe I need to find a ladder. I also have my container here of miscellaneous knickknacks and some more things I had organized in my cabinet. I don't even remember, oh, sorry. I don't even remember what's in here. More of those things. And I'm sure it's the same for that. So I'll probably stick those in the closet. And a lot of the decorative things, this went in my desk. I actually need like command strips, which I have the hooks, but I need to make sure I have the strips. And one of my team teachers has a hot glue gun, but I just need, and I think I have hot glue. So because I left my hot glue guns at home again, I'm gonna see if I can borrow hers, because that's the main thing I need to do. And like I showed before, there's a lot of like hot glue residue from whoever was in here last, to be told. So hopefully it just like peels off like this, like so, like that. But look how clean the board is though. Love that for us. I don't know if I showed this yesterday, but I did end up moving like this bookshelf back here. A lot of my team teachers do that as well, because this is our desk area. So they hold a lot of their things here, personal things and small group instructional things. And right now I just have my toolbox back there, but I might move it on top of this, hopefully, and it stays safe that way. But yeah, this is what we're looking at so far. Again, nothing special. So yeah, I'm gonna look through my stuff to see what I can do now, and then hopefully get some footage of me doing such. But I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to even get done today. A lot of the stuff, like my books that because they're already in my bins and things, that I want to put on the bookshelf. That's still in storage. I still have a whole lot of things in storage. So I'm out of breath. A lot of this stuff, honestly, is just like go in a closet type things. Then I need to make a list of what exactly I need to do in terms of what I want to do with these walls. I think I might just have, instead of putting like my objectives on the board, maybe one of these walls would be an objective wall. I do need to be able to show student work in math and ELA. So that might be 2 boards, and then one might be like maybe a focus anchor board, or maybe it'll be like the focus anchor chart, exemplars, student work. Focus anchor chart, exemplars, student work. I'm not sure. And then I do have a bulletin board outside that I need to do. So there's that too, but that's gonna be like last, because worst come to worst, I could just put a blank blank like butcher paper, and then call it welcome back to school. So let's dive through my thingamabobs to see what I can actually do. I do plan on leaving at 4. We're allowed to leave at 4, and I plan on leaving at 4 because, you know, that's my goal, to not stick around till like 6 o'clock. So let's get into it. Okay, so one thing I just thought of, and I saw this, I think on YouTube from a video from however many years ago, but you know those 3-drawer Sterilite drawers, containers, organizers? I think I want to get the small ones, and I'm not thinking, I already know. I ordered the small ones. It was a pack of 4. I'm just going to wait for them to come. I think they come on Friday, and I'm going to use those for crayons, and I'm going to put red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, you know, the order, so that instead, like last year, what I did when kids were missing crayons and they needed a specific color, I just had a cup of crayons I would find on the floor or whatever, people lost them. And I'll just say, go to the cup, go to the cup. They knew they can go to the cup to find a crayon. I think I'm gonna do that this time, but now it's gonna be specific colors, so kids are not digging through all of the drawers. If they're looking for an orange crayon, they know where the orange crayon is. So I think I'm gonna do that as well. What reminded me is I saw my big pack of crayons, so I might use that to help fill them up, because I rarely go into that one, so to be able to use it. Yes. Birthday chart, and just like last year, I'm gonna put the little flags with the names on it once I get that information. Okay, so I got the birthday wall up. Looks pretty good. Looks kind of plain. I don't know if it's the wall or like this color or where it is, or that it's on like cabinets, but I also I glued it in like these 2 places so that like when you open it, you see, it doesn't affect it. So that's what I've done so far. I don't know. What do I need to add to it? It needs some pizzazz. You know? And I might, these like 2, what is that, October, November, I might bring those down a little bit to even it out. And then there's room at the bottom. I don't know what I should add to it, because I can't have so much stuff on here because, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll find some, if I do make it to Lakeshore, or what I can find online, maybe I can find some other like birthday themed neutral decorations I could put down there. And then there's this one. So I need to figure out what I want to do with this cabinet door, if anything. I'm sure there's like anchor charts or mottos that I can put there that's that size. And then also the school is going to give us some stuff that we need to hang. So what the school is going to give us is like our core values and things that we need to display in the language that we want to use throughout the school year to our students, so that they are also using that language and pick up that language. So whatever they give us, I might just ask if I could type the exact same thing, but just not on like blue and yellow paper, because I'm sure that's what they're going to give me. There were like banners hanging on my U table and now they're gone. So I don't know if they were supposed to be mine, if they were just in the hallway while they paint it, or they are supposed to be in the hallway, but while they paint it, they just put them in our rooms. As long as they're out of here, I don't care. So whatever they give us, I might just ask and then use the template from the floral farmhouse pack that I have, and I will link that down below from TBC. It's not mine, I don't have one, but I will link it down below if you're interested. And I might use like templates from that to retype our core values so that they tie in. And so far, as I'm looking around, see how that theme kind of goes with the shelving back there? It's like boom, blue, but I don't know, like because I'm looking this way, it doesn't really bother me as much. Like the blue is behind me, right? It's really like two different feels of the room depending on which way you're looking. So it might not bother me that much. Then over here, I kind of just put some placeholder containers. This organizer is what I use to put like my daily lesson plans and worksheets in that I need to hand out for the week. Then I have my copy file grade. I ended up putting my toolbox up there. Then I'll probably display something there. I just plugged my doorbell down here for now because to get all the way up there, it seems like a pain for me. And then back here, I just unloaded I have 6 tables, so I'm gonna have 6 groups. So, and I had 6 of these. So for right now, just put them on this bookshelf. Our curriculum up here is gonna eventually get handed out. So, I'm not really worried about that, but we don't start this curriculum for like another month. So they're gonna live in a closet or maybe even up there for right now. I don't know what this is. This needs to go down, it's not mine. But they're gonna live in a closet for right now. So these also may very well go up here. I need to be careful because this bookshelf is on wheels, which I love for moving around, but you don't want a kid to actually knock into it or shove it on purpose if they're in the mood, and then, all the things are on the ground. And then I just place these up here. Who knows if this is what I'm going to do? Probably. And then I don't know the book situation. There are some books in the closet right now. But I have my own bins, so I'll probably use my bins and whatever books they have, great. I'll mix it in with mine. But yeah, I didn't do too much so far because I also realized that I have a lot of command hooks. I have the hooks, but I don't think I have the command strips. Like I have a pack of them, but I think they just might be in a different container because so far I can't find them. And I do have like this container filled with things that were in and around my desk. And I haven't taken everything out of it, but it's like the size of this. So I think I'd see it if it was actually in here. And it's in none of the other containers unless it's in a bag. Like I just stuffed in the bag last minute. But I can't, so because of that, I can't hang up my calendar yet. And a lot of things that need a hook, like just decorative things, or like I have over here my mailboxes that I am going to end up putting it right here. So there's a 2 that's over there, but then there's 1 here, and this will probably be like my personal closet because it's also structured. Ooh, that squeak. I had to put some oil on that bad boy. It does have like this up here, these bars. Remember, I do have hangers, and I'm the only one in my room this time, so I don't need that much space. Or hopefully, I don't know if I'm gonna have any one-on-ones, but I think these books are like for the library, and so there's a lot of chapter books, which is cool because that's a good way to because we have like such short bookshelves over there. Chapter books I think would do good for that. And then I have my bin, so the whole top of both of these will probably be chapter books, maybe the ones that they have and then the ones that I have, and then at the bottom will be levels, and I'll probably just have certain levels out, 3rd grade levels out, and then if I have a child that's a little below that who may need different books, I'll just keep them maybe in this closet or something. And then looks like I'm looking at this for the first time. Looks like this is a school clock. That's fun. I love it. If you remember, oh, maybe I didn't say it. So I actually left my, like for the clock that I had, and how I had the number, like it looked like a sunflower kind of, like 12, 1, 2, 3, oh, yeah, whatever, 50, no, 30, 05, 10, 15, that's what it was. I left that at the school, at the other school, because I did not feel like getting up on the ladder, and I can always just reprint it and relaminate it. It didn't take up, I think it took like maybe 2 sheets, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. But if I have my own clock, and it looks like whoever was here last has a hook right there, maybe that's where they had, because I don't see one on the other side, so it wasn't anything going across. So yeah, maybe that's where they had their clock. Or maybe I'll put it like right above so that it's centered if I use it. And then I don't think that's as high as where my clock was in my other classroom. So that should be doable. And then who actually knows what's in this last one? This looks like the math curriculum container. So this might be, yeah, I see place value, this. So this might be the math curriculum stuff. Great. I will probably move this into another closet. If you remember my last closet, I like to organize my math manipulative, so I'm not digging through to get certain things. It's just all out in the open. So that might go in one of those other closets. So I have this all for myself, but this shelving is actually tragic. Like, and I know that's just rust from probably humidity, and maybe at one point this building maybe didn't have air or something. I know that's all just rust. I don't even know what's up there. I'm using the camera to see, oh, whatever that is. So I do have the, what's that peel and stick stuff called? But you know what I mean. And I do have that. Maybe I should line the shelving with that, or even go to the Dollar Tree and just get some like refrigerator mats that people use and just lay them out so they don't look as gross. And then once I get my command strip situation handled, I'll put a mirror maybe on this side, because you can already tell it's brighter. So I might put a mirror right here, but a little lower. I think I had it too high last time. I'll put a mirror right there. And yeah, it's a cute little, it's compartmentalized. I can deal with this. I can do this. Also, I noticed that there's hooks here. Perfect. I don't need to hang my hooks for my hall passes. Now, one thing I do find interesting is that my principal kind of doesn't want us using hall passes. He doesn't want that to be like the culture of our school. It's his school. He can ask for whatever he wants. I don't know if I'm going to put one there anyway, or put some type of pass, because it's not that I need a pass for the kids in the hallway. That's not, it's more so for me to know that there is someone out of the room and who is out of the room. So maybe I will have the pass, or maybe I'll just have the in and out, because I just need to know who, like, even though it's probably just gonna be me, so it's gonna be easier to track, just in case, I kind of want to just have a system up and ready so that if someone else comes in, I don't know. I just need to have a system ready. And another system I need to think of is, I thought of the crayons, but where am I going to put my pencils this time? Because the ledges at this school, I don't think they might be big enough to hold like the pencil cups. Maybe I'll put it right here in the center if I move this table somewhere, or maybe I'll put it on the table. So yeah, I need to figure out that. And if I'm gonna keep my pencil sharpener out, they haven't given me a pencil sharpener. I just have the one that I have that I brought here. So I don't know if I wanna keep that out and have a job. I really don't like kids touching the sharpener. If you know, you know. But all the outlets are over there. So regardless, I feel like it needs to be over there somewhere. Because if I do try to put like the pencil stuff in here, like the crayon thing, kids are gonna be opening the doors often. So maybe I even need to move the crayon thing. So this little console table, it might just be a supplies table. I don't know what I was going to use it for. I don't know if I was going to use it for myself to like lay out papers or lay out things if kids need to turn it in or not. But they will have their mailboxes, which needs to go somewhere. So maybe, because it'll be too high if I try to put their mailboxes there. Maybe I'll move this console table. Should I? Okay, what do you guys think? Should I move this table over by this wall, or even in the middle? I can spread out the two cubbies. Even in the middle of the cubbies, put the mailboxes on there, and then also the supplies, so that it'll be like mailbox, broken pencil, sharpened pencil, and the crayons. Or should I just keep it over there for some, you know, dimension in the room? Remember, I have all this space. Like, I would love to have the mailboxes over there, right where they, you know, pack up and stuff. But I could definitely set a routine where it's like, unpack in the mailbox to your seat. And then reverse at dismissal. Mailbox, book bag to your seat. So I can do it both ways. I think I like keeping this over here. It creates dimension. And that way, like, kids don't feel the need to grab a handful of crayons before they go home. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do y'all think? Calendar? So I'm thinking I might put my calendar right there, since it's one of the first things my kids can actually see, instead of hanging it on my board, because the only place I would be able to hang it is right here, and that's so close to like my U table. So I think I'm gonna hang it over there. See what I mean? Like, the kids walk in, my calendar can be right there, because the projector is going to show right there. So I can't hang it over there. I can't hang it on this side of the board. I'm like, I could, but I don't think everyone's going to really appreciate it over there. Like, I like when my kids walk up to the calendar to see what's what, what's up. And I don't want them all the way over here, like squeezing behind the U table just to see the calendar. So I might just put it in that corner. I have a lot of board now. Not a bad thing. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna put it up there. Because my letters are not laminated though, I don't know if I should laminate my letters first so that they don't fade over time. You know what I mean? But they did really good on the board. But I don't know how they're gonna act on. But like, I don't feel like it. Maybe I'll just put it over there. I definitely don't feel like laminating anything. because when you have to laminate it, then I have to cut out the letters like I'm cutting them out for the first time. I should have been laminated them. But they worked really well on the board, and they're not gonna be near a window. And if they're high enough, no one's gonna touch it. I think I'm just gonna do that. And if I do have more black paper, and I did it with my Cricut machine, so don't feel bad for me. I didn't cut out those letters. So worst come to worst, I'll just print them out again. But in the spirit of trying to get it done, I think I'm gonna hang that up now. These letters don't even look like I had tape on them the first time. I'm like, did I even tape them? I'm just gonna use like sticky double-sided tape for now and see if that works. It's also good to use sticky tape because then, or just regular tape first, because then if you need to move it, if it's not like exactly how you wanted it, just move it, no problem. Oh, I don't know which way my letters face. I'm gonna hot glue it, but sticky tape is not working just for me to place it, so I'm gonna use masking tape. My A now. After I was just talking about laminating it. I'll live. I must have recut these letters because there's no way they stayed this good. Am I making it worse? It's just driving me crazy. Okay, leave it alone. I can already tell that I'm gonna have to move this over some. I don't think it's gonna be centered. That looks pretty centered. Yeah, I think that's good. So now that, because I only have an outlet on the other side of the room, I'm going to take one letter at a time, hot glue it, and put it back. I'll be back when it's nice and secure. Okay, so I made a to-do to make list on my board. It's a short one. I'm sure I'm gonna have to add stuff later, but I'm going to take a picture of that so that whatever I do have to make at home, I can make at home. Let me show you what it says. So I have to make the schedule cards. I do have my schedule in my email, so that's good. So I can go online or go through my templates, make my schedule cards, make the jobs cards. I don't know what I want to do about jobs this year, but cubby numbers. They already have like some Sharpie written in there, 1, 2, blah, 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 blah. But I might make my cute ones. Name tags and and numbers. My sub tub, we're actually gonna have to make copies for subs. So I don't know if I wanna put it under there or if I wanna hide it maybe in there. Cause if I'm away, I might like actually put a padlock on my personal locker and then keep it in there and let my AP know. I still have to think about what I want on my bulletin boards, and then I need to just create the bulletin board outside. I might just do like a basic butcher paper, basic border, and go from there. They gave us pencil cases for each of the kids, like the soft paper pencil cases, so that's good. And we have markers for them, dry erase markers for them, all that. So eventually I'll have to stuff those, probably when there's not a bunch of stuff here. And then table numbers. A teacher at my last school, she actually like hung her table numbers. So if the table's right here, like hanging from like the lights, I'm not pointing correctly, hanging from the lights, that's where like the table numbers were. So I think because they're low enough and not like too big of a hassle for me to do, I think I might do that this year, because some of the desks, you can't really tell, I can't find a good example, but some are really wobbly, some are uneven, not a lot, but all you need is that one table with the one desk that's uneven, and I can't put like a bin in the middle. So I think I'm gonna hang the table numbers up. So I'll have to make those. But it is now 3:30 and I'm done at 4. So what I'm gonna start doing now, instead of starting a new project, did I tell you I did this? Hold on, I'm gonna take it over there. So I did put up my the inspirational people's posters. So they're right here in the library. And then I cleared off this bookshelf, put those up there. And I might just do, you know, table 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what will go in here. I don't know what I'm sipping on. And then I put like the curriculum stuff up there. So what I'm going to do now that it's 3:30 is we have all of this stuff here out for no reason. I even have some empty containers, or some containers where stuff can fit in a different container. I'm ready to just consolidate so that I can come back to like cleared off desk, put these in a pile somewhere, and then it'll also look like my room is more put together. Like, even though this is my 8th year, this will be my 8th year teaching, because I'm new to the school, a lot of people still see you like as new. So I don't need to look like I'm flustered with stuff all over the place. So I am gonna clean up a little bit and straighten up and just kind of have what I want to go where, like in that area. So like if I want my calendar over there, I have my calendar just laying on the floor over there, so that just like in a general area, I learned that we don't really have to post objectives like you should, but like it's not like they're gonna be looking for them. So I'm gonna do that last and see what my team wants to do about posting them. And because I was gonna put that on the board. So I'm not gonna worry about that now, but when I asked about objectives, like my AP just kept saying, oh yeah, you can put the date up, you can put a calendar up. So I think she thought I was asking what all can I hang up, when I was just asking if they're going to be looking for objectives. Because if they're not looking for objectives, I ain't going to put them up because the kids don't look for them. But we'll talk about that. So that's what I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes doing. Just cleaning up, clearing things off. And I'm going to end the video right here. Oh, hair's coming out. I look like I worked today. So, but if you like this video so far from setup days 1 and 2, give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment down below with your suggestions in this new space. And hit that notification bell so that you are notified the next time I put up a video, which will be setup day 3, maybe 3 and 4. Maybe just 3. We'll see what I can get to the school. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.